Hi, this is Pink Girly, and I'm just getting ready to set up a live stream with live people. Hey, She Spins, how you doing? It's Juanita, right? Did I get that away? Art away. um, and hopefully I'll have some folks join in. We've got She Spins here. Good. I thought I had it right. Oh my gosh, some of my friends are crazy. Miss Holly is here. Hi, Holly. And I guess I should always say this is an adult art channel. Hey, Devin, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I just thought perhaps I would, being Lisa is on a vacation, I might see if I could pop on for a little bit and maybe finish up a few things that I started on a couple of other live streams and then maybe get another project going. So we'll see how it all plays out. Rough. Just had the dogs out, so hopefully they'll be good for a little while. It won't drive me crazy. So you still work, huh, Devin? Oh, I hope you enjoy your job. I enjoy so much not going to work every day. I can't even tell you. Ah. Yesterday we had a visit with my grandchildren. So that was great. We had a good visit. Did you, Holly? Yeah. They're still barking. My husband's in the kitchen. Oh, 2 days a week. Oh, that's great. Yeah, that's good. I could probably handle 2 days a week. Who am I kidding? I like to be off. I'm a struggle. So I was thinking I would show you where I am on the last page that I was coloring in my Kerby book. And then I started painting snowmen. I guess it was the live stream before last. So I thought I might try to finish those up. Got a couple ideas there. And then I'm up in the air about what I might do later. I was thinking about maybe doing something in one of my art journals. And I do need to paint some more light bulbs, so I could do that too, but that might be, as Mary would say, a little boring. So let's see. I'm not sure that too many folks are going to pop in. So I hate just sitting here and, going like this. Waiting for the pot to boil. So the last time I live streamed, I was working in this World Within Worlds, Kerby Rosanes book. And I really, Hal, I don't know. I'm going to see how I feel. Betty and I were out running some errands this morning, so I'm trying to get a second wind so I can get something accomplished. Oh, no, he does? Oh, I didn't need to know that. No, I didn't see it. Hey, Janet Nash. Hi, Janet. I'm telling you, I could. Girls, I was telling Janet earlier that, okay, Janet Nash lives in the UK and she streams on Monday mornings. So I just realized this. So I popped in a couple of times. And every time I pop in, the gal's eating cake. And I'm thinking, why is this woman always eating cake in the morning? And then today it occurred to me, it's not morning where she is. Hello. But Janet, I think I probably told you, and I know Holly knows this, but some of the other girls don't. I and my husband had students that lived with us while they were either in college or high schoolers. We had high school students. Oh, thank you, Dove. And we had 3 college students that lived with us. My husband and I worked at this college in Pennsylvania. We were not teachers. We were support staff. And the one fella was an older student. His name is Gary, and he's from the UK. And he came and lived with us. And I guess he lived with us for 3 or 4 years. And we just my whole family just kind of accepted him as a family member. So he is like a son to me. And he had his first child. 9 of us went over for his wedding in 2015. And he had his first child last November. So I was supposed to go meet her because they'd given her my name as her part of her name. And I was supposed to go meet her in April, but then the COVID thing hit. So I had to cancel my trip. So I'm dying to get over there. But when Gary lived with us, he would make me a Victoria sponge. And that's what Janet was nibbling on this morning this afternoon for her, a Victoria sponge. And it just reminded me of my dear Gary, and I miss him so much. Anyway, so I was not happy with my pages. I'm much happier now. I painted the background, and I could not, you probably can see here maybe a little, couldn't get real good coverage with the color acrylic paint that I chose. And then when I looked up, we were looking at what kind of bees these might be. And I was looking up this particular page to see if anyone else had posted on the internet what they do with this page. And one person had bigger honeycombs like painted behind the ships and the bees. So I thought that was a good idea. Oh, I know. I just cannot wait to see them. Actually, I was so desperate. I thought, well, maybe they would come here, but that's not, it's just, it's not too bad I wouldn't mind being quarantined, but if I go over there, I have to quarantine for 14 days. So I guess I could go to France. I love a place called Eckersheim in France. And I guess I could go there and quarantine for 14 days. I mean, really, girls, how bad could that be? I have a 2-week visit and then come home and be in quarantine for 14 days. I mean, really, if I could talk my husband into it, it would work for me. Anyway, I got out my Tim Holtz little honeycomb stencil. And so I just took some white paint and stenciled the honeycomb in. And then once I got going, I thought, ugh. So it kind of hid the mess that I had behind the ships. Now, of course, this is not finished yet. I mean, really, do I ever finish anything? I do sometimes, but not very often. So then I wanted this page to coordinate. So I did this same background. I thought I might make the flower yellow. I think I'm going to do the butterflies in shades of purple. And I think I might do this circus type stuff, maybe in an orange color. And then maybe do some of the sails, maybe this set of sails here in an orange. So everything kind of coordinates and goes together. So that's my for my last stream, what I was working on. It's a little darker than what I had hoped, but if you had seen it before, it wasn't that great. So, and then I put some Wink Stella on the wings. I don't know if you can see it. I just love little, not heavy sparkle, but just little sparkle. I don't think you can see it. Anywho, that's where I am on that. And then the time I streamed prior to the last, I was painting on these, and I always forget the name of this stuff. It's, if any of you know the gal Johnny that does journals, she's Junk Journal Shop, I think, is her shop on Etsy. She makes a lot of her covers in this. I want to say it's pressed, but it's not. Masonite. It's called Masonite. And my hubby took me to one of the I can't think it was the Lowe's we went to, and we bought a great big piece of it. It's not very expensive. And then I was saying in the stream where I was working on these, there's a gentleman by the name of David Jansen. It's spelled different, Jansen. He's a wonderful artist. He paints really beautiful things, and he paints on this Masonite. So I was working on these, and of course, as you can see, I didn't finish them. I should say them. I have two here. So I thought maybe tonight I'd try to finish those up and then go from there. Maybe work on a journal page. And Holly, you can cut out whenever you need to cut out. And then if I need at that point and I need to have another moderator, I'll worry about it then and see what happens. But I mean, really, not that many people find me. Yeah, it kind of looks, see, it's all waffly on the back side, but the front side, John, and it's kind of slick and slippery. It's real smooth, so you don't have to sand it or anything. Well, like here where we cut it, I have to sand that down. So it's kind of a slick surface to work on. But Mr. Jensen just puts a thin coat of acrylic paint on it and goes from there. And I don't even think and then he pops it in a frame, and I don't think he even seals it with anything. Now, I'm not sure what Johnny does, because then she makes, I guess, her books, her book covers would be like this, and then she puts a spine on it somehow, just like if you were using cardboard, I guess, but she uses the Masonite. So yeah, I don't know what it would be called for you either. So that's what I'm thinking I'll do. But I'm thinking also, I see the light reflecting there, and I always forget to get something to cover my glass work surface. Tim Holtz needs to come up with a different plan for his glass mat. I mean, I like having the glass mat because you can clean it off real easy, but it's just so glary if you record. Of course, I understand not everybody that purchase it is going to want to make videos or record, but those people are geniuses. I'm sure they can figure it out, right? Hey, Nana, thanks for stopping in. All right, so I'm not going to do anything else in my Kerby book tonight. But what I was thinking is I'd like to have some words and just a couple of extra little things here on my little snowman boards. And perhaps instead of gluing words on, I thought maybe I could use some of my rubber stamps. Sorry, girls, I had to take a drink. I just get chatting, and then I get a little nervous, and I get dry. Okay, so Desert Nana, she's Mary Beth. Oh, okay, I didn't realize that. Hi, Mary Beth, Desert Nana. And we have Candy. Hi, Candy. Oh, quarterboard. There are also several other names. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for stopping in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my Stays On ink because it stays on. And I think what I would like to do, now this little stamp is little Christmas lights. So what I was thinking is that for one of these fellas, I would stamp little Christmas lights over his head and then stamp the word believe down here. I have some shading to do down here yet. And then I was thinking I would just paint over the stamp. I don't know why I thought that, might be better. Mrs. Smith, I don't think we've met. Thank you for stopping in. Glad you're here. Never will remember. Melissa. Okay. And I think once I do that, I think these will be pretty much done. I will seal mine. I might spatter them too because I really like to spatter. I've got stuff all over it. So this is a little string of lights, and somewhere I had, oh yeah, here they are. Here's a couple these are little birds. So I thought maybe if I put a little red bird at the top of that tree. So I don't want my stamped image to be too dark because I really just want the outline. I don't trust myself to draw these little small bits. And I think it just would be easier and less stressful. This may not work. So I could be finished this, very quickly. So, and I probably don't have to use the Stays On because I'm going to paint over it. So I want this part of my stamp. Oh, that is a cute little stamp. Look at that. You see that? These little light bulbs, little Christmas lights. Okay, I cannot get my block cleaned off. And I've tried alcohol. Oh, look, that is cute. Look, I think I got to put some on this side too now. Oh, that does look really cute. Good idea, Laura. But I can't see through the stinking block. To line it up good. Okay, so that's okay, right? I should have stamped off first. Well, that looks so darn cute. Maybe I should put the lights on the other. I got all kinds of stuff on these. See, I lay everything all over and then stuff gets all over it while I'm working on other stuff. Did you try Stays On Cleaner? Oh, I didn't know there was such an animal. I'll have to check that out, Deb. Okay. Because, I mean, it looks like it's not all ink. This is paint, I think. This is just acrylic paint from when I was spattering. And look, I'm just a mess. Look at that. I could probably soak it too. I don't have any of that Murphy's oil that Murray talks about. Maybe that would help. And then these stamps that I have, they don't stick on anything anymore either. This could be a problem. Yeah. Of course, my baby wipe is. They stick good for a little while and then they stop. And like these, I have cleaned. I've feels a little stickier. So I can't get that letter E, and I want that so I can... I'll be a son of a gun. I can't get that to ink up very well. You little devil. Might have to wing it. Yeah, I could do that little red bird right up there. Good idea. All right, I'm just going to go for it because I'm too impatient. Well, that really didn't turn out very well. I remember that stamping a lot better than that in the past. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do another believe down here. I have this. That's a little better. Not much. Not much. That's all right. What did Mary Beth say? Try vinegar, lemon juice, and... Oh, okay. Yeah, I did push down hard. All right, so let's go... Foo. I didn't have that out of the way. It wasn't real level. And let's see. Gosh, they're so cute. I almost hate to paint those in. All right, now where's the little... My dad loved cardinals. Let's see. Let's get... So I was thinking I'd make the little bird red. But I just want him. That is any color. Or a very fine sandpaper, lighter, and eraser are also ways to clean the stamp stick to the pad. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, Jackie Donut. Girls, this is my youngest sister, Jackie. The girls have met Nancy Miller, who's also a sister of ours. But J Donut is my sister, Jackie. And she is an essential oils gal, and she has a beautiful new website. Of course, I'm not sure I would get the name right. Eden something. Jack, you could type in the name of your shop. You won't be able to put a link because I haven't made you a mod. And Jackie, don't believe anything that Holly tells you about me because it's not true. And Jackie Girls is spelled Jaci. I must mention that because our mother is quite different. Now I don't have any color there. Okay, I want to just get this little guy right. I'm going to have a hard time, I know, covering up this. I only got half a bird. Half a bird. Holly doesn't lie. We blame everything on Holly. She doesn't mind at all that we blame her. Now I gotta try to line this up. Oh, jeez. Well, we'll have to adjust, won't we? So let's do this. Now I will, of course, go back to acrylic paints to finish these up. And I'm hoping it won't take me too terribly long. Hi, Kendra. Thanks for stopping in. Glad you're here. Hope you're feeling better. Let's see. I saw another name here. Kilburns. What? I know. Is that Christine? Is Christine here? I think Kilburns is Chris. Yeah, there she is. I think you're Christine, right, Kilburns? I hope I have that right. Thank you for stopping in. I hope Lisa's having a good start to her vacation. All right. Okay, that's a little better. All right. Now, I'm just going to get out a little bit of brown and finish off some shading here in the snowbanks. And then I'm going to I think I'm going to paint these in colors like old-timey Christmas lights. And so I think I'll do blue, yellow, red, green, maybe. Yellow. And I want more of a old-timey Christmas, like a Christmas light blue. And the red always seemed a little orange to me. I'm going to try this Santa red for my little cardinal. And I'm going to try the I'm probably saying this wrong, Naftal red. And I need a green. I might try this forest green. That might work. And I only need a little bit of each because those little bulb areas are not too big. And then I want I think I use like a chocolate brown. Looks like maybe a dark chocolate brown. And let me just, I'm going to try to be neat tonight because if I get this finished and I do something else, I don't want to have to be wiping up paint. So let me just get out my little tray here. And I'm going to use an angle brush to just do a little bit of shading on those snowbanks to kind of just match the other picture. And I really don't need too much paint. I've just got some backs of napkins here that I'll use to take off extra moisture from my brush. And I just need to find a brush that'll work. That's not in too bad a shape. I'm going to just see, this is all beat up. This is an old Royal Golden brush. That should work. So I'm just going to put that in water. I'm going to take out the excess, and then I'm just going to load this. I'm going to float some color. No, I don't know if anybody's interested in this, but I'm just going to put a little bit of paint on the corner of that angle brush. You probably can't even see it. And then I'm going to just use my glass here as like a palette and just work that through my brush so I can just put a little color down. And just kind of give you the idea of little ups and downs of the snowbanks, the snow. And what that does is because there's water in the brush and only a little bit of paint, it floats across the brush. I like to dip my brush in my water, rinse it off, load the corner, and then the paint flows across from all the water flows across, and kind of gives you that look that the paint is, you know, how would you say? I don't want to say floating because it floats across the brush, but it's just like like when we color, you know how you blend it. So just a nice kind of a blend, I guess I could say. And then that doesn't take too long to dry, but you don't want to go back over that with another wet brush. And this angle brush really probably has seen better days. And you don't have to do the brown either. If you're going to do something like this, you could use purple to indicate, you know, coldness and weather. You could use blue. I don't know why I picked brown. I just did. All right. I need a little brush. Little brush. My goodness, I'm very thirsty this evening. All right, let's see. These little guys will work. And I don't think I want to put real intense color in my bulbs. So we're going to go with the NAF tool. Christina. I always say Christine. Christina. Okay, I have to remember that, Christina. And again, that's way too much paint. A little bit of green. And I'm using bright blue. These are all so far Americana. This is Deco Art Americana. I don't know if that's different or the same company. I don't pay that close attention. And then I'm going to go with primary yellow. It's not real. Oh, bye, Devin. Have a good evening. Thanks for stopping in. A little bit of yellow. And I think I might base coat that little red bird first with this red. See if I can cover up some of that navy. I should have stamped that off onto a piece of paper so it's not as dark as it is. And this poor guy, he's really out of sorts because I didn't press down correctly. This poor little feathered friend is a little lumpy and bumpy. Now, I always have a hard time deciding, should I go every other, or how how quickly? I mean, how close should I have all the reds? Should I put a couple reds together? Try not to make yourself crazy. And you could just paint these in. I probably could have painted this in, but I just thought, I was going through my stamps, and these stamps were so cute. I just thought, why not use them? Okay, thanks, Hal. I had a whole bunch. I was looking on Craigslist. I had it in my mind that I wanted these shaped light bulbs. I paint on light bulbs, but normally they're just regular incandescent light bulbs. But I wanted some of these smaller ones for a project. And I was looking on Craigslist, so I talked to my husband into driving me. Gosh, I even forget what town it was. And man, this lady had a garage full of stuff. I think for $7, I got a couple of tubs of old light bulbs. Bye, Jack. Thanks for stopping in, honey. Talk to you later. And they were just so cool. And then, of course, I tried to take all the color off of them because I was painting. Oh, I'll show you, Janet. I just finished some today. Oh, please. Sadie, how did you get out here? Whoop. I wanted to get some of my... Well, Sade, you have to move, honey. Here they are. These are just a few. I just grabbed a few out of my box. This is one of my snow people. Just painted on a regular light bulb. And this is a Santa, which, people seem to like them. I could improve, I think, on that particular design. Seems like I picked out a lot of purple. This is one of my like gnome type Santas. Now I'm doing my first live sale this Friday, gals, with Keisha from Keisha's Creations. And so I'm preparing for that. Now this was new last year. I didn't have to get one of my ladies out. Have a lady there? No. This is one of my lady snow people. And they hang on the Christmas tree or shaker peg, or of course I got glue strings everywhere. Let me show you one of my ladies. I really like my ladies. Where did I put those? Clunk, clunk, clunk. Here we go. These were new last year too. I try to come up with a different bulb every year. Now, of course, with COVID this year, I don't know how if I'll even be able to do any craft shows. And this is another lady. Tried writing some things on their cheeks, you know, to make them a little unique, and I could put their names on them. But yeah, that's one of my little hobbies. So I've been painting light bulbs yesterday and today. I just finished up a batch. So I have all these little light bulbs, and I do different, you know, just smaller snowmen and stuff on those. Thanks, girls. They're really fun to do. I should have painted, boy, I need some smaller brushes. My little brushes are really quite out of control. So my husband sprays the light bulbs for me, and he puts a base coat, just a spray paint on them. And then I can do my own thing. Do they really, Christina? I kind of have not even investigated the shows that I've done for the last couple of years. I'm from Pennsylvania originally, grew up there, and we've been in Jersey now for about 8 years. So I've been doing my shows in Jersey, and I've done fairly well, but I think maybe the light bulb thing might be kind of losing its uniqueness, if I can say that. So I was going to try some shows over in Pennsylvania, but goodness. I grew up right outside of Philly. It used to be called Cornwallis Heights, but more recently called Bensalem. Bucks County is where I grew up. You have a lot of what, Candy? Light bulbs? Nana, where are you? Did you grow up in PA or familiar with? Oh, Millersville. I know that name because of the college. Yeah, so my plan to do some Pennsylvania shows is kind of out the window. Now, today, when I took my neighbor to pick up her prescription, oh, you did? You went to college there? Um, the gal at the pharmacist's window, it's the first time I saw a mask like this. It was, you know, the shield kind that they come over the top of your head and down over your eyes and down past your mouth. It's like a big piece of plastic. Well, she had a little tiny one. I'm putting my hands up across my face like you can see what I'm doing. She had a little tiny one. It wrapped around her ears, the elastic, and the plastic shield came across her mouth. I never saw one like that. Grew up and stuff. I was, oh, okay. I have a girlfriend that lives in, we used to work together, and she was originally from Pittsburgh area, and she has a home in White Oaks, which I guess she's about maybe 45 minutes or so outside of Pittsburgh, but I don't know in what direction. Okay, I think I need another little yellow here. I think I'm going to have to switch brushes. Oh, you know where that is? Yeah. we've stayed in touch. None of us work for the same place anymore. That's we were all at the college. And then her folks were elderly and she needed to get back home to help care for them. And we've stayed in touch. I'm going to use my liner brush, I think. Okay. Maybe I'll pull out I'm trying to think. I think there were like orange lights too, right? For those old-timey Christmas lights. Okay, Janet, thanks for stopping in, sweetie. Good night. Have a good snooze. I'll do this. Orange. There's just a couple, but that's okay. See, now I get to be so anal, I could just make these all in the same spot as the other ones, and then I don't have to think about it. All right, go back into my red. The nice thing about this stays on, see, now I'm not going to have to worry about outlining any of these. I think I'm going to see how my metallic acrylic paint will work over top of it, which may not really be that great. I think I'm off on these a little bit. And I think, I don't know, to make the wire of the lights, they're usually green or brown, right? What are these paintings for, Christina? I might show them in the live sale. It just depends. I'm getting my inventory together for the sale on Friday. That will start at 12 noon Central at Keisha. I'll have to put it in my description box when I'm done with the live stream here. I don't think I'm getting these in the same spot. Doesn't really matter. So it'll just depend on, how quickly things go and if I get a chance to show them. And then Murray has another hop coming up, which I'm a part of. You know Keisha? Okay, great. And I'm going to paint on a handbag. I'm going to do snowmen on a handbag for Murray's hop, and that's September 11th. And I think I'm in the evening part of the hop. I have I'm old-fashioned. I have a little calendar book. Not really a journal, just a calendar that I keep all my dates and times of everything in instead of putting it into my phone. Mother will say to me, you should just put it in your phone. Well, then I have to remember to look at my phone. I don't remember to look there. Anywho, I've lost the book. Don't tell Holly. I'm always losing something. I didn't know if they were. Oh, yeah, you weren't here. These are, it's called masonite. It's like a piece of wood. And, Murray has talked about David Jensen, a gentleman who's an artist, and he paints on these pieces of wood. So we bought a great big piece and my husband cut them down for me. So no, these are, I forget the size. These aren't for cards. Although it would be a cute card, right? This is a 6x8. So just like for a little wall hanging, or I guess I could pop it in a frame. I think I measured it to see how it would work in a frame. Becoming a little more absent-minded as the years go by. Let's see here. So I've got all this stuff sitting around. Don't tell Holly what. That I lost my calendar book, Holly. You know how I'm always losing everything? I have my book with all my dates and my appointments in it, and I lost my book. I'm telling you, I'm a struggle. So every other day I'm losing something. Ask Holly, she'll tell you. I don't know where I put something. So really, after I do this and do the lettering, I don't even have to do the lettering here. I can do that later. I could do something else. I don't know what else anybody else might be interested to watch or do along with me. I was thinking about a greeting card, but I know, right? Huh? No. I think I know where my iBook is, though. I just had it in my hand. I'm thinking my metallic paint is really probably not going to be real great. And I was thinking about maybe Posca. I don't know how well that would hold up on this wood. But has anybody else used the metallic Poscas? I don't really care for that. Make sure the masonite you use is not cold pressed. Pressed. You can tell by the back. If it has a screen pattern, it is oil pressed. If it is sort of hairy, it's not oil. Oh, this is oil then. This is like a little waffle. But Mr. Jensen didn't say anything about that candy. I didn't know about that. So what? Is my paint going to slide off? One good sneeze and it's gone? Oh boy. Let's see. I feel like I'm missing a color. Oh, I did the orange. I did the yellow. I did the blue. I did the green. Let's do a green here. See, I get yapping and then I don't remember what I did where. I'll do an orange here. And I keep telling anybody that watches me, don't do what I do. Do what I say. And you really shouldn't put your brush in a jar of paint, a bottle of paint like that. And make this guy yellow. And I think I'm just going to use this green and do my wires. Got quite a bit of paint on there. Sorry, I really can't talk when I'm doing these lines. Sometimes I can even feel myself holding my breath when I'm doing a little line. So I need to do some Grinches. I haven't done any Grinches. I've got a couple left over from last year on the light bulbs. But I need to get some Grinches done. And then I need to get some of that stuff in my Etsy shop. Oh, because I think people are starting to shop for Christmas already. And usually I'm late with everything. Don't ask me why. I mean, I don't work. I sit here and do my art stuff all day long. I don't know why I would ever be behind on anything, but I am. Actually, I guess probably these little things actually should be green, right? Because when I think of those old-timey lights, the little sockets aren't gold. I mean, the part you screw in, the light part is gold, but that it screws into a little plastic socket, right? And I want to do this brown up here because that kind of looks like the top of the tree coming out where that bird's sitting on. Yeah, retro lights. Right, Nana? Yeah. So maybe I'll just do little dabs of green and hope I don't mess that up, mess up the little shape. Let's just test it a little bit in the corner to see if I can. Oh, that's not too bad. My little, just a little whoop whoop. Yeah, that goes pretty quick. And the last stream I worked on a butterfly, and I was so excited that my little sister Cheryl, she did a butterfly and she did the background, the watercolor background we were doing with the plastic wrap, and it looked so cute. It turned out so great. So I was excited to see that. She posted her picture on Beth's Facebook group page. So that was cool for me to see what a good job she did. Oh yeah, this is a lot easier than messing around with the gold, for sure. All right. I think I definitely need some spatter. I need a little drink. So is anybody else working on anything tonight? Or are you just relaxing? Hello, monkey. Thanks for stopping in. All right, we're just gonna go over these little electrical wires. Quilting. Oh, that sounds nice. I just started a long stitch. Where was I this morning? And somebody was saying it's not really long stitch. It's long stitch for, oh, not long stitch, slow stitch. Slow stitch for me because it takes me forever to do it. Worked on invoices. Oh, you had a sale, Christina? That's good. Got a little off course there. I know I'm holding this last Thursday, and you did well. That's great. That's great. I went to Goodwill. I went over and spent a day with my son, and there's a Goodwill shop. Well, there's two, but the one closer to my mom's not very large, so I went to the bigger one that is closer to where my son was house sitting for a friend. And had to control myself, of course. You know, I'm a shopaholic. And I'm just in love with Reader's Digest books. But boy, they're hard to find with those fancy covers. I can find plenty of the ones with the plain covers, and they're very nice, but I was looking for some fancy stuff. So, and then I got a couple of books for the grandkids. They just are thrilled when you take them a book. Especially my grandson. He really likes to read. I mean, you know, he's 2. He likes to be read too. No. There's one that's a little distance from me. It's called The Red, White, and Blue. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good one too. And then they have on Wednesdays they have Senior Day. Yes, the hardback ones. Yes. The what do they call them? Condensed. It's got like maybe 5 or 6 stories in the one book. And the covers are just so nice. Even the plain ones are very nice, but I like the ones with the designs on them. One gal online, she had pictured, she was just selling the covers, not the guts, so that it would be lighter to ship them. And she had a great price, I think, for like 7 or 8 covers. And she had pictured some Reader's Digest along with some other books. So I messaged her. I think this was on McCary. And I messaged her and asked about, could I have mostly Reader's Digest in my, if I ordered. Well, she didn't have any. So that was a bummer because she had pictured the ones with the fancy designs. 17. Oh, mine are 5 and 2. This little bird's going to need some additional help here. And I guess I should get out some black. You know, maybe I will try the Posca first because that will go much quicker. And the black pasta, does anybody know if I use the black Posca on this masonite, will it stick or will it wipe off? Inquiring minds. Christina, when I first looked at what you wrote, I thought you said you had 17 grandchildren. I was going to gasp and be jealous. Oh, wow. A dozen. Wow. Okay, thanks, Candy. I forgot to give this snowman his arms. Lori Pascas should be fine. Okay, thanks, Holly. Now I just have to remember where I stored them because, you know, I'm organizing. I think I have them right here in my tin. I get in trouble when I start to organize. I was looking for pom-poms today. I know I have pom-poms. I mostly use red and green, white. But I know I have a bag of them. Oh, you have great-grands? Aw. Cool. And, you know, I was looking for a pink or light blue. You think I can remember where I stashed those babies? Jeez. No idea. I've got no idea. Should probably do a little shadow over here, maybe. Well, not sure about that red bird. Let me see if I brush on a little of my Hot Shot Firebeer Red, see if I can brighten them up a little bit. I need a little white. Whoa! I know, it is easier to read the all caps. I don't know why people get upset. Like when I play a bingo game, and oh my goodness, some people really get annoyed if somebody, and more times than not, the person will say, I'm sorry, I'm visually impaired. And, you know, it's easier for me to be able to read it. I mean, we get so touchy about some things. I do love that Hot Shot. So he looks a little better. mean, I was playing my bingo game. This has been a while because it was right after, Holly, you probably will remember. This is right after the Corona thing started. And the bingo game that I play, like you can trade these different game pieces with other people. And somebody was asking for a game piece. Another person got so annoyed, they actually typed, I hope you get coronavirus and die. Okay. Like, okay, a bingo game online, not worth anything, no money involved. People are just crazy. Yeah, I knew you would remember, huh? I knew you would remember. Okay, so I'm just going to take a little yellow. I think just a little bit on that beak. I don't know. I don't know if it's really going to matter a whole lot if I do a little. Oh yeah, that looks cute. A little highlight on the bulbs. It's amazing. Little tiniest thing that you do. I was watching Janet Young do marbles, painting marbles with watercolor. She's brave, I think, using watercolor to do something like that. But man, they looked so cool when she was done. That lady really knows how to paint or draw. I mean, draw. She can draw. Whew. So she was talking about Oktoberfest, and she was showing her. I think it was her first October. Is it Oktoberfest? No, I've got it wrong. It's Oh, Nancy Miller. Yeah, Jackie was here, Nance. Yes, our dad. Oh, Jackie's still there. Our dad did love cardinals. Um, Janet was showing her first book for Inktober, not Oktoberfest, Inktober. And oh my gosh, what a fabulous job. All these old timey toys that she drew and inked. I think this guy needs a little eyeball. Yeah, Inktober. I knew it didn't sound right, Nana. I knew I had something wrong. Okay, got a little stylus. Ouch, back here somewhere. Give this little guy a black eye. A little black eye. And then I think I'm going to spatter in black because I don't know. Not that it hides mistakes and stuff, but it just, I don't know. I just really like the way it looks. I hope this dot's little enough. Oh, little card. It doesn't, really doesn't look like a cardinal because I'm not putting the black on his head. Just this one's just a little red bird. All right, now I need to dig out a Posca because I don't think that will work. Okay, I have a big tin of Posca pens. And I should have thought about digging it out beforehand. Oh, I think I see it. Sit this little guy out of the way for a second. Put my eyes back down. Oh. I don't want the thicker one, I don't think. The smaller one. All right, shake, shake, shake. I'm really just coloring in and following along the shape, pardon my arm there, of the stamp. Of course, I didn't stamp it very well. So I have to do a little improvising here. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. I was watching, Johnny had some Etsy shop owners on earlier today. And the one gal does the mandala on rocks. I mean, her work's beautiful. It's Christy Biddleston. I don't really know her that great, but I mean, she's been in different streams and stuff I've been in. Her work is just beautiful. But like she was saying, it's perfectly imperfect. I mean, it's handmade. She said, if you want something that's okay, Nana, that's perfect, then, you know, go to Hallmark, which is a good point. I should not shake this pasta with its not capped. Now, that might take a little bit to dry. This is going to be more of a stretch because there's a lot less visible. The one painting I did, and it was of a snail, and I had feeling groovy on it, and I spelled groovy wrong. I still haven't fixed that one, and I posted it. Oh my gosh, I would have never noticed it. I've always spelled things wrong. But one of the girls noticed it, which really is a good thing. But I felt like a dope. A dope. I need to get back to practicing some calligraphy. All right. I know I should cover things up if I'm going to spatter, but guess what? Not gonna. Because I want to get it done. I don't want to take 20 minutes covering myself. Covering my... You just see my computer. It's only, I guess, a year old. Lori, Jackie is yelling at me. Jackie, Holly is the moderator and she can kick you out, so you best behave and listen to Holly. It's her space. Okay? Holly, Jackie was the problem too. What we were for, showing a picture or something. I forget what we were doing. And Jackie's an instigator. Just saying. All right, so I'm going to use some black. If I remember, oh, there it is. Okay. Well, that's probably a little, not quite enough. So I'm just going to put a little bit in one of my little, and I'm going to use my little squirt gun. Hey, Peggy, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I haven't seen you around too much lately, but you know what? I'm usually not paying attention, and I'm usually working on a project. And I'm not too sociable. Now, let me see if I can find a brush that I want. I used to always spatter with a fan brush. That's how I was taught to do it, with ceramic pieces. And then I started watching Dee Dee, and she started using that long floppy brush, and really it's a lot more controlled. With the fan brush, man, I'd have paint everywhere and I would find it for days. So I just want this not to be too wet, and that looks really wet. I think that's much too wet for a spatter. Maybe not. All right, we're going to let it rip. And then I told Murray this trick, and I'm not doing it. Oh, look, it's shot all behind. I'm thinking it's shot ahead, and it's shooting behind. Oh, good grief. Look, of course it got on his one eyeball. Makes him look like he's got wonky eyes now. To see if I can quickly get that off. Goodness me. Ah. Now he looks like he put his makeup on wrong, or he was crying. There's a Q-tip when you need one, Laura. Well, better. All right, girls, I think I'm going to call those done. Oh, it feels good to get a project done. I probably will hit that with a light coat of acrylic spray, spray sealer. Just because that's what I'm used to doing. Peggy's out already. Bye, Peggy. Gotta go. Grandson just oh, no. Okay, Peggy. Thanks for stopping in. Oh, how nice. Okay, so now I just need to put these aside so they can dry. And I'm just going to put this here so the camera doesn't go crazy. Okay, I was thinking I might try to do something in my small little art journal. I got an hour and a half here. Maybe I'll stay on like another 30 minutes. And the other thing is I could do these tags. Thanks, Nance. I was digging through some stuff and I found these tags that I'd started and not finished. Maybe I should stick with the theme. And I had stamped several. I don't know. It doesn't take me long to really get into the Christmas mood. So I was thinking I might work on these a little bit. Because I was thinking I might put some watercolor or, you know, some of my Neo 2 color. Maybe they need a little bit of color on here. Of course, this is, I have that. Oh, maybe I should get out. Hold on. One moment, please. I got these metallic watercolors, the Fine Tech, and they really are quite nice. So let's see, I've got a Jingle Bell there and there and there and there. I've got lots of them. Let me see. Let's try one, see what's what. I guess I should maybe do silver. I guess bells can be silver or gold, right? Let's pick this one. And I'll pick this one. So I just want to put a little bit of water on there. It's kind of soften that paint. I haven't used these in a long time. And now to find another brush. Something not too large, but not too small. A Goldilocks size. I really doused it. Really, really and truly doused it. That's true. I guess they really could even be red and such, right? So if I took my Neos. Now, I cut these out on cardstock, like I said, a long time ago. Let's see what this looks like. That's, I think, for me, too happy of a green for this. Time for Hallmark. Oh, is there a go? Oh, I watched the Summer Villa again Saturday night. Oh my gosh, I guess I've watched that about 35 times. Hey, Janice Glines, how are you? Thanks for stopping in. I didn't see you pop in. All right, let's check this green here. I think I like this one best. Yeah. You can lay out there loose, but you got to be quiet. I don't want to be too neat with this. I want to kind of be a little sloppy, I think. This is a Tim Holtz stamp. I'm sure a lot of you recognize that. And that's the top. I just want to do a little hint of green around the ribbon. I got on the ribbon there. Summer Villa, yes. Oh my gosh, I love Victor Webster. He's one of my favorite Hallmark guys. And often has to get a shower. Okay, Holly, just tell the whole truth. Well, my husband knows about it. Sometimes he changes the channel. I just want a little hint of color. Not too much. I could have stamped some more of these, but well, I have this green out. We might as well go for broke, right? Might as well make these babies green. And my brush is not very wet, so that's good. And let's see. Just going to grab a little bit of brown for that trunk. I probably should have put a little green there. Oh, Holly. Yeah, well, my husband is hooked on Hallmark movies, so at times I feel like, you know, I'm captive, but there are a couple that I really enjoy. And this is one of my favorites. Of course, it's set in France, which is, I would love to. Their family owns this villa, summer villa in France, in a town of France. Oh my gosh, it's like to die for. All right, so I'm just gonna paint on a little bit of that gold. Smush some there. I'm going to smush some gold there. I'll do the sky gold. I was thinking about doing another. I did a video here. It's quite old, I think. I have to go back and look at the date. I have quite a few, not quite a few. Okay, can't say quite a few. Yes, he's a chef. Chef Cupid. Okay. I don't even want to talk about the scene when he comes out of the pool. All right. Just don't even allow me to talk about that. And oh my gosh, now I've lost my whole train of thought. All right, I have to do silver. I don't even know where I was going with it. I'm not sure the silver we're even going to be able to see. Oh yeah, a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, it got off on the... I'll do all these silver. What the hey? Now, the thing about my Neo 2s, I absolutely love them, but I don't think I have a real great red. I could get my Kuritakis out. All those muscles. Oh, Nancy, so you know, oh my gosh. And he's just like a little gray. And I mean, the man's probably really a dork in real life, but in that movie, he's just... And he turns out to be a really nice guy. Whoa. But it's just the whole idea of being in France and in a villa. Some of this, the reds in this Kuretake set is really nice. So let me use a couple of these. Where's my little... use this one. Give that a little spritzer. I think I want... I've said this before. I don't know why I don't ever buy... really great round brushes. I always seem to buy the flats, or I think this one might be too big too. Oh my gosh, I put a pin on that. This is a number, yeah, see a number 4. I need a number 2, I think. Let's try the number 4. Okay, see how I get messy? I'm like getting all this stuff out. Oh, that's really dark. Okay, so I don't want... Let's put it here. I'm not going to add border to it. And I need more space. I think I want to do my, it's like a little wash of red in this Joy. My brush is much too big. Well, that's not the color red I had in my head. Where's my... I always end up having a little favorite brush, and then I wear it out. I think I'm going to go all the way out to the line and not worry about the... shading that the stamp provided. Of course, I probably should have done this maybe green, because I should have done the bow red. I know I said I didn't want it to be too neat, but I don't want it to be super sloppy either. And there I kind of missed with the stamp. Every time I look up, all I see is those muscles. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I should switch to a green. Maybe I should. Use a little square brush. It's not going very quickly. I think I'm taking a long time doing this. Okay, I am fairly new at live streaming, and I don't know how those gals do like 4 and 5 hours. How do they do it? I understand why Mary's always saying I'm probably boring you. I'm probably boring you. Because that's how I feel like. I can understand why she would feel like that. This brush is really not good either. Okay. True confessions. I hate to throw things out, and sometimes my brushes need to be thrown out because they're just, they're just wild hairs at some point. See, this is a filbert brush. It's supposed to have a nice little round, and it's all wild. That's trash, kids. That's trash. I need to get rid of it. Gotta let it go. Let's try. Now, this brush isn't that old, but I think I abused it, which I do. I guess I could make the bow gold. When I was digging through and looking for Christmas embellishments is the word, not ephemera, embellishments, I found more Christmas cards that folks had given me. So I should do, oh, this is what I was starting to tell you when I said I couldn't, I lost my whole train of thought when we started to talk about Victor Webster. So let me finish this first thought. I found more Christmas cards, so I should do another video of turning those into tags, Christmas tags. That was fun. But I have an older video where I decorate binder clips. I might get a special guest. Oh, that would be so fun. And the binder clip video was very well received, but I've modified and done a few things different in the last couple of years. So I was thinking I should do another binder clip video. And I'm not just too sure what else I can do to jazz that up. I think before I do those other, boy, I'll tell you what, those watercolor paints can suck up the water pretty quickly. These metallic ones, you know how sometimes, well, if you've used any watercolor paints, how they, after you put water on, they kind of get a little squishy. Oh, okay, Janice. Yeah, they're really fun to do. And I thought, well, maybe I'm trying to grow my channel, and maybe that would be an idea to revisit, a video that was well received. Now, I definitely need some red dots for the holly berries. It looks like holly berries sticking up. I don't know. It's not too exciting, is it, kids? It looks a little yucky. All right, so let me get my... Oh, I could probably use this. That's probably still loose enough to use that. I've got all my lights on. and the paint tends to dry out. Got that little skin on it. I like to do the berries in at least little clumps of 3. But that one there's got a 4 bagger. This one's 4. I think I need to do something with, you know what, I don't want to spend a lot of time, but these are just little tiny tags. I mean, really, if I use them for gifts, they're just going to get ripped off and tossed, right? Hey, Julie, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you hopping by. I'm finishing up different projects, Julie, that I've started in the past. A couple of them were on live streams. I didn't follow through. And these little tags I found in some Christmas embellishments that I forgot I had started. So I'm fussing around a little bit with them. Now this, I need bigger dots. Oh yeah, baby. Bigger dots. Now, I wonder how it would look if I just, like, I don't want to go through and outline this Christmas. Because that just would take too long. So I wonder how bad it would look if I just did a little like that, and then got my green back out. Oh, I just had another thought. Didn't clean my brush out very well. Yeah, little wash, okay. We're tracking on the same wavelength there, Janice. All right. Now I'm going to get out my trusty Tim Holtz. My son was asking me the other day about different actors and stuff that I liked. I mean, I'd be more excited to run into Tim Holtz than I would be Hollywood people. Okay? That's when you know you've gone off the edge. Okay, so that's too wet. I'm just going to put some. Now, this is Vintage Photo that I'm using. I absolutely love Vintage Photo. I think this is pretty dry. I probably should do a little bit on the back as well, just in case I decide to include these in. I've got a couple of, how they call them, flow journals, where nothing's attached, right? You just, the pages are in there, they're underneath an elastic band. And the idea is you can take all the pieces out of the journal and use them in other projects. So I've got some Christmas ones ready for the live sale on Friday. And I might just end up putting a couple of these little Christmas tags in the flow journals if they turn out cute enough. Right? That one's going to need something. Something. I need a little something. Playing dangerous game there because those little dots are not dry yet. I forgot. She's loopy. Didn't do this one. Now on this one I have, as you can see, just a piece of twine, but I don't know if I'm so crazy about that. I'm trying to think, maybe a piece of ribbon. I'm starting to like fluffier things and bits of fabric in the tops of my tags. I just turned my glue gun on. And I think I still have some red watercolor paint here. I think I'm going to put a little bit of color on that bulb. And then a darker bit of color in the top bulb. Of course, I have gold in the bottom one, but hey. And then maybe I'll just scoot a little of this gold on the tops of these, because the tops of these are gold, not unlike the snowman that we were working on earlier. All right. I'm just trying to think, what in the world do I have that I can fix that? Now, when I lay that down flat, see how there's one spot, it just looks like a nickel, like a piece of silver laying. Not attractive at all. All right, what was I going to do next? Let's see. Not crazy about that gold on that ribbon, but it might look okay if I'm trying to remember where I put everything as I'm working on different projects. Let's see if we can jazz some of these up. I've got a piece of that. This I think I can get through the hole. And no, that's all clumped together. That's not good. It's too big. Now these bells are smaller, so maybe I could use a few of those. I've got a little plastic box here somewhere where I stashed all my Christmas washi tape, so it would be at the ready. But now I don't know where I put it. Yeah. I was thinking I had a little piece of, let's look in my little, I keep this little box of, hey Holly, I found these buttons. You know my buttons that I ordered? There's only 2 of them, And I was wondering if you would want them. They're cactus. I could put them in your bag. Do you think you could use those for something? I mean, they're cute. They're kind of weird. They're a little like waffly on the back. So you can let me know. I have them set aside to ask you if you might like those. Okay, let's see. What do we have in here? These are just little tiny bits of stuff that I can't bring myself to throw away. That's a piece of sweater. I might be able to use that. Definitely use that. I have lots of that. Now that butterfly should not be in there, girls. That have a lot of tulle, but it's all purple. Look, that might work on one of them. I've got all kinds of goodies stuff in here. Here's some green. I don't know if the fuzzy stuff will work. Let's see. I think that's all I can really use for maybe Christmas. If I cut this, I think this will fray. Oh, okay, Hall. I'll put it in your, I have a folder started where I'm putting stuff together. All right, now I'm thinking, I don't know if this one works. If I take one of my, I don't think this one. Case in point, throw it away if it doesn't work. Get one of my Eco pens. And do a little damage control here. Whoops. If I just darken this back up a little bit. So you can see the, And then I thought if I put these black lines back in and the bow might help the bow. I don't know. What do you think? Maybe it might help a little. Actually, I probably should have gotten out my color pencils and just did color pencil on the card. Just put some, like a little bit of shadowing in there. Of course, there's just a little, I might have, maybe should have put berries under there. It's hard to see with the way that's silver. I mean, it's nice silver watercolor paint. But now I'm having a hard time even seeing it. It's so glossy. Yeah, you can see the bell a little better. See if I put that dark underneath the ribbon. You can see more of the folds of the ribbon. I should have put the berry lines, yeah, on that other one too. Well, this one, the stamp wasn't as dark. Can't really see. It's a little better. Maybe I should have just did the green. Maybe just the red berries. I don't know, guy. I mean, I don't know. They don't look bad, but they don't look as good as they did in my brain. All right, so on the Tim one, I was thinking I need to darken this star to make it look like a hole, like it's, cut in out of the bell. I have a hard time doing the star even if I'm tracing it. Look at that. I got that all whacked out of shape. That looks better, I think. What do we got here? 2 hours. Okay. At least you can see that's a bell now with the darker shadow in there. Okay, and I'm just going to do around the holly so that kind of stands out. And I have plenty of ribbon here. I could get ribbon out, but I just wanted it to look, I want them to look a little more, more into the material fabric bits. I just had a bundle that yeah, this might work. All right, let's see here what we got. I'll just finish jazzing these up. I can't believe there's not one holly or holly jolly in the bunch. It's assumed holly. Let me see if I can tear this thin. There, yes. I think I'll use this at the top rather than along the side. Maybe I'll take a piece of, I do love my cheesecloth. Cheesy, cheesy cheesecloth. This cheesecloth, I coffee dyed. So I'm going to have a piece of that there. And of course I'm going to use my hot glue because of course I can't reach my fabric glue. Mm-hmm. maybe if I grunge this up a little bit. Not so great. Goodness, I'm not liking too much of any of that. Lori, did you do any more in your worlds? Oh, yeah, I can show you, Jilly. Yeah, that's what I started out with. I showed, I was really not liking it very well. And so I did some more work on it. It's not finished yet, but I'll show you. I'm going to put a piece of this and a piece of that through the hole here on this one. I made the holes really little. I don't know why. Now, where did I throw my book? That's a good question. Okay. And I'm just going to use a little hot glue here. Boop. I don't know. What do you think, guys? That didn't fluff out as well as I'd hoped. Probably the hot glue smushed that down. Maybe I need a little piece of that stapled on or glued on. Yeah, Jilly, we had seen that one picture that someone had colored, and they had the honeycomb kind of drawn. It was larger. It wasn't, this is the Tim Holtz stencil. So, oh, I'm going the wrong way. So I couldn't get the blue to cover very well. I was not happy with that. Thank you. I like it a lot better than I had. I really was kind of disappointed with it. So I still have to, this is all just my Neo 2 crayons in there. Just a little bit of shading. So I need to come back in with my pencil. So that's as far as I got on that. And then I finished up another live stream. I don't know if you were at the live stream where I was doing, oh, you're buffering. Oh, I hope that stops. You probably can still hear me though. I did a finished up a couple of snowmen that I was painting on another live stream that I hadn't finished. So I got those finished up. And then I found these tags and some of my embellishment stuff. You're back? Oh, good. Yeah, Holly, is it still buffering for you, Hol? I think I need some color in this one. Maybe I'll take a piece of this and see if I can smoosh. You know what? I should just make my life easier and make the little hole a little bigger. That might be better. Oh, it's back. Bummer. I'm almost done. I just wanted to kind of finish these so I don't have to come back and I don't want to get a reputation as the girl who doesn't finish what she starts. I mean, I do finish some stuff. we go. There we go. That's better. Kind of made that a little thick. I think I'm going to see if I can get my little staple through this. We're down to 10 peeps. Maybe is somebody else on, Holly? Do you know? I was just wondering where everybody else is hanging out. All right, so we got that one. We got this one. And let's see, what can I put on this one? I like this. These are all just little bits of fiber. A couple gals that I know from my co-op saved me their little bits off of their sewing floor. And some of it's really cool. But I don't usually cut very straight. So I think I'm going to do that. Maybe another little piece of, maybe this little ribbon. And I like this green. And again, I think I need to make my little tag hold larger. You know, I just looked at this and I thought, well, how would that look? What if I brought these parts up around the back? Now, this may be a dumb idea because that's not cooperating, but maybe if I pull it up further and then just leave some of it dangled down. No, you can't really read it. Never mind. Give a bit of a trim. Little squirt of glue to try to keep them in the right spot. The little green guy's not wanting to. Ow! And then let's see if I have, without having to dig, I've got a little dish of bits somewhere, and I think I have, there's one of these little coilless pins. And let's see. Now, can you believe that that glue was dry? Well, I think maybe it got stuck in the material. Go with the red or the green? I think red. got black spattered speckles all over me. All right, let's see if I can get this to work. Oh, this pin got rusty. Nice. Just going to hang that bell on the bottom of that. These pins are not the sharpest tack in the box. All right, what do you think about that one, girls? So we've got that one. We've got this little tag. And we've got our joy. I forgot about my Christmas tree. See, look how blah this looks after jazzing up those other ones. Yeah, you heard me. Jazzing. I said jazzing up. Am I here by myself? Or am I gone? Hey, Susan, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I'm just getting ready to wind down here. I'm finishing up this last little tag. I should just cut this, but I was thinking I wanted to use it again. Oh, I've got more sitting here. Let's just cut it. Oh, I have that Merry Christmas there too, but I'm not too happy with that one, so I'm not sure. All right, so I think I want to use this. Wish I had a nice piece of, well, maybe I can use this. Nice piece of muslin. I like plain, looks vintage. Yeah, I like vintage. I try not to do everything for my sales all vintage, because I know there are folks that, you know, like other stuff. I can't get that torn the way I want. Let's see if I can tear a piece of this. Especially like in the co-op that I'm part of, a lot of that is like vintagey, primitive stuff. But we do have gals that do just, you know, normal stuff. I cannot get this, and I want a piece of something like this for my tree. I especially cut fabric poorly. Once it gets stuffed in there, it'll look okay. So I'm going to take a piece of that, a piece of this, and where's my other? I don't think I used it all. Maybe I did. I didn't think I used all of the green garland that I had laying here. I guess I did. All right, well, let's just go with these two. Could have fallen out. Really sounds like. That doesn't look too bad. Okay. Well, let's go with that. Now this time, before I glue that, I'm going to see if I can find another, because I do know where my pins are, but they are across the room. Maybe I'll steal it off of this little guy. Oh, that would look cute, wouldn't it? Oh, let's do that. Put a little Brad in there. I know, right? It's crazy. 4 months until Christmas. I need a little hammer. My dogs are going to start barking. All right, so we've got that one. We've got the tree, and the little jingle bell, the joy, and we've got 'Tis the Seasons. And then I started this one that says Merry Christmas, but I'm not quite sure what I want to put. Maybe I could just layer that on there. I can't get this trimmed down thin enough for what I want. Oh, maybe I can put that little candy cane on there. That. And see, I ripped this off of something. Oh yeah, it's gonna be here before we know it, kid. Ooh. Maybe I'll take off some of this thickness off of this. This guy needs a haircut. I gotta clean my scissors. I forget what I was cutting, but I have glue all over them. That doesn't look too bad. Let's do that. Okay. No, Janet Nash left, probably about an hour or so ago. It was about 12:30 for her. She was going to go to bed. So let's just take a piece of this and my green. Pop that through. I'm assuming that when I move my mouse and stuff pops up on my screen, you guys don't see that. Make this hole a little bigger. Yeah, I'm about ready to knock off here. I just want to finish this last little tag. Okay, let's do a little trim. And I think I'll use my stapler if I can on this one. All right, now let me get some of this. Joe, there's the little lid to my pen. I don't want to lose that. And these little extra things. Clear these away. Put this back. think everything fell out of my little dish. These are, look at that. I didn't even know that was there. Get rid of my extra little bits. More tags to make. Let's see. So, I've got these little tags. Finished. And then I guess just my snowmen, right? I finished those up. Let me go get those. I'm almost done, girls. Hold on. All right. So I've got my little snow people. These were partially done. And then I came in and we stamped the little lights and painted them in a little red bird. It's spattered. So they're done. And then we did these little tags. So that's it. Doesn't seem like a very lot. Thanks for coming, Melissa. Take care. Hope you have a good rest. All right, girls, I think that's a wrap. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me, doing some art. Take care. Everybody have a good evening. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Jilly. So, take time to be creative, girls. Enjoy the journey. And I know I'll see you at some other streams. Thanks, Janice. Good night, all. Thanks for coming. Take care, Susan. See you soon. Good night.